Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's topic is special, very special, because this episode is for you, for the person who is tired, for the person who feels stuck, for the person who wants to learn English, but life keeps getting heavy. If you are listening right now, I want to say something clearly. Don't give up. You're closer to fluency than you think.
You know, Leo, so many learners tell me, I'm tired. I study every day, but I don't improve. And I always say, you are improving. You just don't see it yet. Learning English feels slow, like watching a tree grow. Every day, tiny progress. You don't notice it, but one day, the tree is tall. And today, we're going to talk about this. Motivation, fluency, struggle, emotions, and we'll practice real English conversation along the way.
Let's start simple. Let me ask you, Sarah, have you ever felt like quitting something?
Many times, but especially with language learning. There was a time I learned French, and oh my God, I wanted to quit every week. I felt stupid, I felt slow, I felt embarrassed.
Exactly. That feeling. Every English learner experiences it. But listen carefully. Feeling tired doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're growing. You only get tired when you're moving. People who do nothing never feel tired. You feel tired because you're trying, and that's powerful.
Let's give listeners some real English sentences they can repeat. Slow, simple, emotional. Ready? Repeat after me. Sentence practice. I am tired, but I am strong.
I feel slow, but I am improving.
I make mistakes, but I keep learning.
I will not quit.
My English is getting better every day. Good. If you're listening, say it out loud. These sentences are not just words. They are reminders.
Let me tell you a short story. There was a boy who wanted to learn English. He studied for months, but he couldn't speak. One day, he told his teacher, "I'm tired. I want to quit." And the teacher said, "Imagine you're digging for gold. You dig and dig and dig, but you can't find anything. So you stop. But you don't know. You were only one step away from the gold." Many English learners quit right before they get fluency.
This story is true. Sometimes the last 5% feels like the hardest 95%.
Let's do a thinking exercise. I'll say a sentence. You imagine it in English. Don't translate. Just imagine. Ready? A cup of warm tea. Imagine it.
A quiet morning.
You walking confidently, speaking English.
You smiling because you understand everything.
Pause. Feel that? Your brain is learning. Slowly, gently, forward.
Sarah, can I ask you something deep?
Sure.
When you learned a language, what was the moment when everything changed?
I remember one moment clearly. I was in a cafe, and for the first time, I understood a full conversation happening near me. No subtitles, no translation, just understanding. It felt like magic. But it wasn't magic. It was practice. Daily, slow, steady practice.
Exactly. Listeners, your moment will come too. And when it comes, you'll look back and say, I'm so glad I didn't quit. If you are tired right now, it's okay. Take a breath. You're not behind. You're not slow. You're human.
And remember this line, slow progress is still progress. Repeat that.
Slow progress is still progress.
Good. You're doing better than you think.
Today we talked about tiredness, growth, and the importance of not giving up. You listened, you practiced, and that means you improved.
And this conversation continues because we're not done yet. There's more to explore, more sentences to practice, more motivation to give. Let's keep going, step by step, together.
You know, Sarah, when we were talking earlier about not giving up, there's something else I want to add. Many learners think, if I'm tired, maybe English is not for me. But that's not true. The tiredness you feel is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're growing. Exactly. If you feel tired, it means you're pushing yourself. But pushing yourself doesn't mean suffering. It means choosing courage over comfort. So, dear listener, if your mind feels heavy today, if you feel slow, if you feel frustrated, just know this is the moment where growth begins.
Let's do a powerful exercise. I'll say a negative thought, and Sarah will transform it into a strong, positive English sentence. You repeat with her. I can't speak English.
I am learning to speak English. Repeat.
I make too many mistakes.
Mistakes help me learn. Repeat.
I feel slow.
I am getting better every day. Repeat.
I want to quit.
I am stronger than my excuses. Repeat.
Good. These sentences are not just words. They're new beliefs, and beliefs create fluency.
Sarah, can we talk honestly? I feel like many learners are not actually stuck. They just think they're stuck. Yes, most of the time the problem isn't language, it's comparison. People compare themselves to others. This person speaks better. That person learned faster. He doesn't make mistakes.
Exactly. Every learner has a different speed. Your speed is perfect for you. Fluency is not a race. It's a journey. And you, yes, you listening right now, you're moving forward even when you can't see it.
Let's give the listener some powerful practice sentences. Repeat after me slowly. I am learning step by step. English is becoming easier for me. I trust the process. I don't quit. I grow. My future self will thank me. Pause. Good.
I want to tell a short motivational story. There was a girl who studied English every night after work. She felt tired. She felt slow. One night, she cried because she thought she wasn't improving. She wanted to stop. She wanted to rest forever from learning. But she didn't quit. She continued, just a little more, just 10 more minutes a day. A year later, she spoke confidently in meetings. People told her, "Wow, your English is great." She smiled and said nothing,
But inside she whispered, "I'm glad I didn't give up on that night."
You never know which day will change your life. Maybe today is that day. Maybe this moment, right now, is your turning point.
Sarah, I want to ask you something. What motivates you the most?
Honestly, it's the idea that every effort adds up, even when I don't see results immediately. I know something inside me is improving. What about you, Leo?
For me, motivation comes from imagining the future version of myself. The version who's confident, fluent, powerful. And I want listeners to imagine that too. Imagine the version of you who speaks English without fear. That version is real. You're becoming that person.
Let's do a calming reflection exercise. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now repeat softly. I am becoming fluent. I am proud of myself. I choose progress. I choose courage. I choose not to give up. Good. You're strengthening your mind.
Sarah, I want people to hear this. Sometimes people ask me, is it worth learning English? And I always say, yes, absolutely yes. Because English is not just a language. It's opportunity, it's confidence, it's connection, it's growth.
And it's also a gift to your future self. The you who will travel, work anywhere, understand everything, speak without fear. Imagine that version of you. They exist. They're waiting for you. Don't disappoint them.
You've come so far. You're still listening. You're still learning. You're still growing. That alone makes you unstoppable.
And we're not finished. There's more motivation, more conversations, more practice we want to share with you. So keep listening, keep moving, keep believing in yourself. This journey continues.
You know, Sarah, we've talked about tiredness, growth, motivation, but there's one more thing that every learner needs to understand. Your difficult days shape you more than your easy days. When English feels hard, when you feel slow, when you feel stuck, that is the exact moment your brain is building new pathways. That's when real learning happens.
True. And what most learners don't know is on the days you feel the worst, you're actually improving the most because you're fighting through resistance. You're fighting your own doubts. And that fight makes you stronger. So if today feels heavy, if your heart feels tired, you're not failing. You're leveling up.
Let's practice some powerful English sentences. Repeat after us, slowly, confidently. I am stronger than my tiredness. Every day I improve, even if I don't see it. My English journey is unique. I believe in my progress. I choose to continue. Good. These sentences build inner power.
Let me share a short story. There was a man training for a marathon. Every day, he ran. Some days he felt great. Some days he felt terrible. One day he wanted to quit. His legs were heavy, his mind was tired. He said to his coach, "I can't run anymore." The coach looked at him and said, "You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done." The man continued, step by step, breath by breath. Months later, he completed the marathon. Not because he was fast, but because he was consistent.
English is the same. You don't need speed. You need consistency. A little every day. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, one podcast, one episode. Small steps, big results. Sarah, have you ever felt lost in your learning journey?
Yes, many times. There were days where I thought, what am I doing? Am I even improving? But then I would hear a new word or understand a sentence I couldn't understand before, and that small moment showed me I am improving.
That's exactly what happens to learners. Progress hides, then suddenly appears. So if someone listening right now feels lost, let me say this clearly. You are not lost. You are learning. You are transforming.
Leo, do you know the strongest students I've met?
Who?
Not the smartest ones, not the ones who learn fast. It's the ones who keep going, quietly, steadily, even when they feel tired. Those students become fluent because they never stop showing up.
Yes. Fluency is not talent. It's discipline, persistence, commitment. And the person listening right now, they have this strength inside them. Maybe they don't feel powerful today, but they're stronger than they realize.
Let's build your confidence with some more sentences. Repeat after us. I am capable of learning English. My effort matters. I get better with practice. I trust myself. I don't give up. Good. Feel how your voice gets stronger.
Let's do a powerful visualization. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine you are speaking English confidently, without fear, without stress, without translation. Imagine yourself talking to someone at work, or at a restaurant, or while traveling, and the words flow easily. Imagine understanding movies, podcasts, conversations naturally. This future version of you is real, and every day you're moving closer.
Let's talk honestly. There will be days where you don't want to study, days where you feel nothing is working, days where you feel tired of English. This is normal, but these days are important because what you do on these days decides everything. If you continue, even for 5 minutes, even listening to one episode, you will grow.
And if you quit, you don't stop because you're weak. You stop because you forgot how strong you are. So today, we remind you, you are strong. You can do this. You are closer than you think.
Repeat with us. I choose not to quit. I choose progress. I choose confidence. I choose to keep going. My English journey is worth it.
You've listened, you've practiced, you've reflected, and you stayed with us until the end. That shows commitment. That shows strength. That shows heart.
And remember, whenever you feel tired, whenever you feel lost, whenever you feel like giving up, just come back to this episode. Let us remind you that you're not alone. You're on the right path. You're improving every day, and greatness takes time.
We believe in you. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep becoming the best version of yourself. This is your journey, and you are unstoppable.